Yo, what's up guys, down here. I've made it back to Masterball tier. As you may have seen in the last stream, I was struggling pretty hard to get a Masterball, but we're finally here. And I've got a pretty high ranked opponent to showcase a battle against. Now this is post commentary, not during the actual match, because I was pretty focused, you know, but yeah, so he has Zacian, Kyogre, Gothitelle, Ferrothorn, Blissey, and Quagsire. Now, a very bulky team, 4 bulky bonds, and 2 very hard hitters, so we have to be very careful on what we do. I'm bringing Decidueye, Rotom Heat, and Mandibuzz because Mandibuzz, like, the 3 mons that I'm bringing don't care about Gothitelle at all. Like, Gothitelle can switch in versus any of those bonds and be fine. And I'll be fine because Rotom can just Volt Switch out, and then Mandibuzz can, it doesn't get hit by anything, it doesn't take any damage, and then Decidueye can destroy it pretty hard. So yeah, the only, like, I don't want to get destroyed by a Shadow Tag immediately, because if you make one wrong play and Gothitelle decides to switch in, you're gonna lose, like, automatically, because if you can't do enough damage to it, it'll just set up over and over again, and you can't do anything about it. So yeah, he leads off with the Kyogre, and this is why I wanted to lead up with the Decidueye, because if he leads off with Zacian, I'll be fine because I can switch into Rotom Heat and be fine. And then if he leaves off with anything else, I'll be fine. So yeah. I'll just go for the safe Leaf Blade here because he has... I don't want to over predict it all, just in case he, like, does an attack and I won't be doing max damage, but he switches out. And he actually is going to go into his Ferrothorn here. And yeah, so Leaf Blade is just not going to do that much. And the good thing about this is that I'm running hidden ability on the Decidueye because I can actually not take recoil from the Iron Barbs ability that Ferrothorn has. So every hit that I'm doing is just free damage, like no drawback at all, which is really nice. If you guys don't know, it's Long Reach, the hidden ability, so it basically means none of your attacks can take recoil from abilities like Iron Barbs and Rough Skin, and also it doesn't get affected by Rocky Helmet either. So pretty niche, but I feel like it's just more useful than Overgrow because I don't know, it just doesn't really. You could run either or, it doesn't really matter, but I just prefer to run Long Reach. But yeah, I switch in Rotom to his Ferrothorn because I don't want to take a knockoff or a Gyro Ball on the Decidueye. I definitely don't want to take anything because like, he has a Kyogre and I can't do anything else about it if I don't have Decidueye. So yeah. Now he goes for Leech Seed on my Rotom switch, so good play on his part. And then he goes for Protect, scouting what I'm gonna do. And I actually go for Overheat because just to trick him, because I had a feeling he was gonna Protect. So like he might think I'm like choice locked into Overheat. So I actually go for the Volt Switch and I get momentum out of this, which is really good. And I get pretty good damage, but not much because Kyogre is like really bulky in terms of special bulk. He has like 150 special defense, which is insane, so he doesn't take that much from Volt Switch. But yeah, so I bring it back in my Decidueye, and I'm gonna go for Poltergeist because he could obviously just switch back in his Ferrothorn. And yeah, so now I'm predicting him to go for Leech Seed again, because that's what he did the first time because of a potential Rotom switch, right? So now I'm just gonna stay in. This is my plan. I'm gonna stay in, right? And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because, and also I looked at his moveset like after the battle, and he actually didn't have really anything to touch my Decidueye at all. Like, he had a, what's it called, Power Whip and Body Press. So like, that's not gonna really do much. But I get lucky here and I get a critical hit, which I guess kind of sucks for him, but at the end of the day, he was probably gonna Leech Seed anyway, so it doesn't really matter at all because Leech Seed doesn't affect the Decidueye because it's a grass type. Leech Seeds doesn't affect grass types at all. So yeah, that's really good for me. Zacian comes out now. I'm obviously gonna save my Decidueye for the Kyogre. I'm here I'm thinking Mandibuzz doesn't do anything because He doesn't have Blissey, Quagsire, or Gothitelle, like any of the mods I wanted to use Mandibuzz against. So I'm like, okay, I can just sacrifice Mandibuzz here and be fine, just to bring in my Rotom for free after. So he actually goes for the Swords Dance, which is actually kind of crazy. Now, the thing about this is that he's +3, so Foul Play can do a lot of damage to Zacian. And he actually doesn't have Play Rough on his Zacian. I don't know how I left the +3 Wild Charge. I don't know how. That move is super effective, and it's super effective, and he's +3. So like, I don't know how in any adventure Mandibuzz would live that, but I did. And Foul Play, it doesn't kill him because, you know, Zacian has good bulk and he resists it. But that's good damage for later, I guess. And he'll just finish me off with the Behemoth Blade here. And I'm fine with that because, again, Mandibuzz really wasn't supposed to do anything. So I guess I'll take that damage. Now I can just bring in Rotom Heat for free without having to switch it in because something died. I didn't want to switch Rotom Heat directly in to Zacian. That's a terrible play. But yeah. Here I can actually go for Max Lightning because it can kill Zacian from this range, and it covers the switch into Kyogre. The reason why I'm Dynamaxing here is because he's +3 on the Zacian, so I don't want to like get destroyed by anything. I calced it. I calced the damage against my Rotom. +3 close combat, which is the hardest thing he can hit me with, is around 60%. So there's no way I can die. I'm at 75% health. So yeah, he actually doesn't have close combat. He just has Sacred Sword, but either way, there was no way he was gonna kill me with anything. So yeah, I'll just kill him off with the Max Lightning here. And now all that's left is his Kyogre, and his Kyogre is around 60% health. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now here, I'm just gonna go for the Max Guard because, just in case, there's not really anything like risky about doing that. The only reason why I'm doing it is because like, it could potentially save a turn out of his Dynamax if he wants to Dynamax right now. But he actually doesn't do that, which is fine. He just goes for the Surf there. And so yeah, this is fine. My Rotom's just gonna die to the Max Geyser. So yeah, Dynamax Kyogre is a complete powerhouse. Like, yeah, there's very few bonds that can withstand that thing for sure. Now, what I'm gonna do is just bring in Decidueye and hope for the best. And let me turn this down a little bit. A little bit loud, but yeah, I'm bringing in Decidueye and gonna hope for the best because I know that I calced it, and Max Hailstorm does 75% max to Decidueye. So without Assault Vest, Decidueye just kind of just gets destroyed. So I'm very lucky to be running an Assault Vest in this situation because, yeah, I can live a Max Hailstorm pretty freely right now. Unless he gets a critical hit, which he didn't, luckily. But yeah. So he goes for the Max Hailstorm there, and he actually doesn't do, he does like just under 2/3 to me, which is nice. But I wouldn't have gotten an Overgrow boost if I was Overgrow, so like it wouldn't have mattered. But it's fine because I have a priority move, and I'm not afraid to use it. And that is Sucker Punch. So yeah, that was a pretty insane game. Like, Masterball tier matches are just so much fun sometimes because it's a very fun challenge just to go up against these type of teams, you know? So yeah, hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys later.